All right, let's get into it. Today, we are breaking down a villain who isn't just evil. His very existence is a kind of philosophical tragedy. We're talking about the Overman.
You know, this isn't just a story about a superpowered bad guy. It's about the terrifying, absolutely terrifying price of getting exactly what you wish for. Okay, let's dive in.
So, to really get this, you have to understand that the entire conflict is set up as a cosmic wager. It's basically a bet on the soul of humanity, pitting two completely opposite philosophies against each other.
Okay, this right here is the choice. On one side, you've got the last man. This is humanity choosing pure comfort and safety, right? A being who has, and I quote, invented happiness by basically making everything small, predictable, and avoiding anything that's too burdensome. Then on the other side, you've got the will to power, which says, no, greatness only comes from struggle, from chaos, from taking on the heaviest challenges.
And this is the truly chilling part. When humanity is presented with this choice, greatness through struggle versus guaranteed comfort, the crowd in the story actually laughs at the idea of greatness. They shout, "Make us into this last man." They choose comfort, they choose safety, and right there, in that moment, they pave the way for our villain.
So how does this monster get made? Well, it's not through some ancient magic. It's through something the source material calls the tripartite amoral engine. Think of it as this unholy trinity of modern despair, designed to weaponize that exact desire for comfort.
It all starts with a scholar, a Dr. Faust, whose #1 fear in life is becoming mediocre, becoming one of those last men. So he makes a deal with this character, Mr. Sinos, the spirit who denies. And Sinos isn't some devil with horns. He's a slick guy in a business suit, representing this deep institutional nihilism. And the result of their deal? The Overman, the absolute peak of human potential, physically, but built on a rotten foundation of philosophical nothingness.
See, the power he gets isn't earned through some glorious struggle. Not at all. It's handed to him through a technological shortcut. It's a cheat code for becoming a god. And to cover this up, to hide this inconvenient truth, the scholar is given a false memory implant. This makes him believe he actually earned his power, that he went through the fire and came out stronger, when in reality, he just took the ultimate shortcut.
But here's where it gets really twisted. This shortcut creates a devastating internal war. The original man, the moral scholar, is now basically a prisoner inside this all-powerful, amoral god.
And this is the psychological key to the whole thing. The Overman hates his own human core. He looks down at that trapped, fragmented piece of his original self with just pure contempt, calling it the last man in the machine. He sees it as the very weakness he was built to destroy.
Well, the Overman uses his godlike, hyper-rational mind to prove, logically, that all human ambition is pointless. He concludes that the safe, comfortable life of the last man is the only rational path, and in doing so, he forces that little trapped piece of himself to agree. It's a complete philosophical surrender from the inside out.
And this just brilliantly highlights the central paradox of his entire being. His one and only weak point is the very thing he was trying to escape, that stubborn, moral flicker of humanity that just refuses to be completely extinguished.
So what does a god built on a philosophy of nothing matters do when he has absolute power? He doesn't lift humanity up. No, he neutralizes it. He enforces a brand new, terrifying kind of tyranny.
He completely re-engineers society by crushing the will to power in everybody else. He gets rid of all risk, all conflict, all those big, scary existential questions. He imposes meaninglessness on a planetary scale just to make sure that no one can even dream of aspiring to anything more than just being comfortable.
And what does this create? A global population of passive, happy people who have traded their dangerous freedom for guaranteed safety. He gives them exactly what they scream for at the very beginning, the comforting lie.
So you see, the really crucial point here is that this isn't just regular tyranny. It's philosophical totalitarianism. He hasn't just conquered the world, he's conquered the very idea of human potential. He's created a system where the choice between struggle and comfort doesn't even exist anymore, effectively making humanity itself obsolete.
And that's why the Overman's success is the story's ultimate tragedy. Because in winning the bet for his creator, in proving that humanity really does prefer comfort over greatness, he proves that the cynical, nihilistic worldview was right all along.
I mean, just look at this. He became a god to escape the pathetic fate of the last man, only to dedicate all of that power to turning everyone else into a last man. It is the ultimate self-betrayal. It's a victory that is, in fact, a complete and total failure on every level that matters.
And that leaves us with this final, chilling question. If freeing humanity from this comfortable, meaningless prison means plunging the entire world into absolute, devastating chaos, is freedom actually worth the price? It kind of forces you to ask yourself, would you choose the sofa over the struggle?